Hey guys, I wanted to go ahead and answer a quick question about Society6. Specifically, we're talking about the Pro plan today. And I got this comment more than once where somebody's asking, can you get banned even if you're a Pro member? And the answer is yes. But I'll kind of tell you why it doesn't happen often. All right, so let's just first get this clear. When you create different works on Society6, and I'm not going to show my own account, but when you create these works, it's kind of like a grid. You can look at the grid and you can see if it was rejected or if it's just live. And it will say kind of rejected, or it will say like, maybe not the word rejected because I've gotten only a few, but it will use this word that is basically not approved. It might even use the word rejected. I don't remember the exact word, or removed. I think it will say removed. And it's happened to me a couple times, right? And it actually says in Society6's policies that if your works get removed often, you're at risk to get banned from the platform. And when I say banned, what they're just going to do is they're going to close your account. I don't think they do permanent bans. Now, people are listening to this. They might have used Society6, they might have used Redbubble before. They might have used Merch by Amazon. Society6 works in a different way compared to these platforms that I just mentioned, which is Redbubble and Merch by Amazon, where you can join, right? You're going to join. You're not going to get banned immediately just for joining. Some people will say, oh, on Redbubble, I get banned immediately just for joining. It's not that. It's more of your IP address, the location. For some reason, they're getting signals that you're a risky user or whatever the case may be. So they'll just kind of remove their account. Sometimes you may have uploaded certain content that is considered non-additive content, which I made a whole video describing what non-additive content is for Redbubble, and they talked about this in their investor meeting. They even sent out an email recently talking about how they've done a great job removing content that's not beneficial to the platform, etc. Right? Because you get those people who are just spamming, wasting other people's time on the platform. So I get it, right? Definitely not fair all the time, but it happens, right? It's definitely not fair all the time, but, it exists. Anyways, so the point is with Society6, you're not going to get banned in the same way. If you get banned, you can always message Society6 and they will reply. They do have support, so you can access support. It's, you could always check the footer of the website. They have, community support. They have customer support. They have a lot of different things. A lot of the times, if you just message them with normal customer support, and they contact us, you just tell them you're a seller, they'll forward your messages to the seller section. But at the same point in time, I've never really needed to contact Society6. I've done contacting them for some experiments in our members area. If you guys are familiar, we have a members area. Let me go ahead and show you. So let me check out here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We have a members area, which this is a free course of the members area. So far, we have 235 members. Check it out if you guys want. But I believe, where's the experiment that I created here? It was the Society6 appearance search. So I created an experiment live. It was a 66-minute video, but I uploaded over 100-something images over a period of a small period, not that long, maybe, a few weeks. But the point was I waited months. I waited months to see if they would go live, and I tagged them specifically in a way that they weren't kind of supposed to go live. I can't talk about how I tagged them exactly because that's part of the lesson, but the whole point is that I did it improperly. And when I say improperly from my knowledge base of what I've learned over the years of uploading and testing, not based on what they tell you to do or what they tell you not to do, right? Because what they tell you to do for Society6, and I hate to say this, but Society6 has the worst advice in terms of tagging. Their tagging information is outdated. It's been the same for years. They have the exact same platform that helps, quote unquote, helps, which it really doesn't help people tag the same way. And it just gets you lost in the sauce of everybody else's work on the platform. But anyways, basically I did the work improperly, and then I created 2 designs after, and in a matter of weeks, I was ranked on those 2 designs, but all the other designs were not even in the search. So I created this little course to show the world, like, this is how you appear in search. do XYZ, do not do XYZ, right? And I had an experiment to prove that. And the only time I really contacted Society6 was just to ask them, kind of to validate everything that I was saying. Was I said, hey, I have 100-something designs, and I have another 2 designs. How come these 2 designs ranked and the other 100-something plus didn't? What was it? And what they replied and said was basically, oh, we have this complex algorithm, and then they gave me a whole bunch of nonsense, which basically goes to validate everything that I was saying in the lesson. The point what I'm trying to get to here, and I'm not trying to, take long to mention this in the video, is that Society6 has an algorithm that kind of studies each listing individually. It's not on an account basis. On an account basis, your account is fine. But what happens is when you get more and more of these removals from the platform, then you're going to put yourself at risk to have your account closed. When you do get your account closed, if you get your account closed, there really should be no reason for it. But if you get your account closed because you're doing nefarious activity, which is really uploading the wrong content that you have no ownership over, things like that, especially things with IP, which they're actually very good at tracking, they absolutely will eventually close your account. And I've seen it happen to a few people. But if you're, like, for example, this is my best solution here. Do not upload anything that you have no ownership over. I'll give you an example. So not too recently, I just created in a tutorial series, I think it's in a video, I created basically a sticker of like the Disney castle, and it was a sticker image. I already know for a fact that's not an image I should be uploading to Society6, even if I don't label it anything to do with Disney. Just off of the image alone, they do check, and they absolutely know. They check off 2 things. They check off the image and the tags. If any part of those issue, and even the title, any part of those issues or any part of those uploading segments have some sort of content that is trademarked or basically IP, intellectual property, that does not belong to you, you should not upload it. I'll give you another example. I had the AI create for me a picture of a Shiba Inu a long time ago. This is when, long time ago. I can't even remember, but it was a very long time ago. And I created a Shiba Inu, and that's considered cryptocurrency. The design got removed, even though I didn't even, it's not a trademark thing, or excuse me, Shiba Inu, the concept is trademarked, but it was like a mascot. It wasn't even a real thing. It had nothing to do with the actual crypto design, but it got removed because Shiba Inu, the concept of it, is a crypto thing. So any kind of area where you're playing around with things that you do not own, even if you have a pro account, you're still putting yourself at risk for bans. So what I would do if I were you is I would upload content that you have full ownership over. And when I say full ownership, I mean that even in a court of law, if somebody sued you, they would not win. So if, for example, if you're asking AI to create a picture of flowers, that is not something that somebody else can really trademark, at least not that I can think of, at least in 99.9% of cases. So definitely don't do something like, for example, taking a picture of Mickey Mouse, putting it on the thing and selling it. It's definitely not a good move long term. Even if the Society6 gods don't pick it up right away and get you removed for that design, it doesn't matter. Just don't do it. You're lowering your chance. So if you ever have a fear of just getting randomly banned out of for no reason, doesn't really happen for Society6. Could absolutely happen for Merch by Amazon. It could absolutely happen for Redbubble. I'm not saying it happens often, but it could happen. But for Society6, that's not really a thing. If you get banned, there's absolutely a reason for it on Society6. So hopefully that's kind of helpful to you guys. I've uploaded literally over 15,000 different images on Society6. I think actually over 19,000 by now. I've lost count, but I have multiple accounts, and I know people sometimes advise against that, but to me it doesn't really matter because I'm fulfilling the 10,000 limit. I'm doing a lot of things behind the scenes to make sure I'm protected. But the point is that if I was going to get banned, it would have happened earlier. Really, the most important thing when it comes down to Society6 is the IP. And they probably do that to reduce the chance of them getting sued. Because let's be honest, if you take a picture of Mickey Mouse or Disney or whatever, you post that on Society6, Disney's not really going to sue you. They're going to come after the people who are going to have bigger pockets. And you will get removed. The design will get removed. So there's really no point in wasting your time about doing that. So, hopefully this video is helpful. The answer is yes, you could get removed. Even if you have a pro account, doesn't matter. But most likely will you? Probably not, assuming that you're doing everything right and you're not stealing other people's work. So that's what it comes down to. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. And hopefully this helps out. I'll leave some links in the description, different resources, different lessons, members area kind of stuff. And I'll talk to you later. All right. Peace out. Bye.